it's basically one day, effectively. It's the whole thing is based around one day of your experience of going as a fan.
Yeah, so the character Lizzie is 14 and she's based on me, and she's going to a match at Highfield Road, and she invites the audience to come along with her to the game, and they get to kind of see things through her eyes and experience the things that she's going through. A lot of it is about how football helped me to navigate my mixed heritage identity at that time, which I think some people find a bit strange because, you know, we're all aware that there are still big problems in football. Nobody's saying that there aren't, but I think at its best, it can really help to offer a sense of belonging, and it definitely did do that for me.
Yeah, absolutely. You used to perform it yourself, is that right? But now, for the first time, someone else is performing it for you.
Yeah, exactly. So I was an actor for 15 years, but I've handed the role over to an actress called Nikita Lesler, who's amazing, and it's been really emotional watching someone else perform the play. And we've got a new director now, Max Lindsay, who's a theatre director, and he's also the founder of Southampton's LGBTQ+ supporters group, Rainbow Saints. So I feel like it is a real football play by football people, and seeing what they've kind of done with it has been really emotional for me.
I want to go.
You should come.
Let's go.
Please come.
Free tickets, I'm assuming. Is it quite hard if you're a director or a writer and the character is you? You even more of a tendency to sort of get involved with how the actor is playing it because it's entirely based on yourself?
I've actually done the complete opposite.
Right.
So I hardly went into rehearsals at all, just on the first day, and I went to watch a run because I really wanted to hand it over to them, and I think that's really important, and it was actually quite liberating for me. And obviously somebody is performing that as an actor, because a lot of it is based on my lived experience, nearly all of it, in fact. But they're giving it the treatment that they would give to, I don't know, you know, a Shakespeare. Not that I'm comparing myself to Shakespeare, obviously.
Not far off.
But,
yeah.
like, it's really interesting to see an actor go through that process with my script. So it's been a big privilege, and I'm really enjoying watching Nikita play the part.
Now, looking forward to coming to see it. We don't need free tickets, by the way, because we want to support the play, remember.
No, I do need free tickets.
Right, England then, obviously disappointment this summer with the Euros, but there's this incredible thing that it brings the whole country together, doesn't it? Do you think the current England team is more inclusive and representative of the country as a whole?
Yeah, I definitely think so. For me, I fell in love with football in 1996, so Euro 96, my first big memories of a tournament. And it wasn't really until Russia 2018 that I really started to re-engage with the England team. And that was a lot to do with Gareth Southgate and having a more diverse team. And that's obviously only kind of grown throughout Euro 2020. And unfortunately, we just can't seem to quite get it over the line, but it will happen, I'm sure. And I think it is really encouraging to see people of different heritages and different backgrounds in the England team, and it helps other people feel more represented and maybe more like they can get behind England, which is what we all want, I think.
Who was your favourite player in '96?
Oh, in the England team?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough question. I guess I'd have to probably say Alan Shearer.
Shearer?
Maybe. Yeah.
I
haven't thought about that for a while.
You know something about Shearer?
Go on.
I think today marks his debut.
Is that right?
Yeah, when he made his debut for
There you
Newcastle.
go. There you go.
However many years ago that was.
In July. OK, fine. I'm going Gaza, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That goal against Scotland's that's one of the earliest memories of football, 1996. That goal against Scotland's just outrageous, isn't it?
Yeah. My dad is actually Scottish, so he forced me to support Scotland. That is in the play, yeah.
And he put behind you the years of misery and gone back to England instead.
Yeah, something like that.
Let's talk a little bit about Coventry as well, and given that it's based about being a Coventry fan, talking of sort of near misses and just about getting over the line for England, it seems the same for Coventry. Obviously, the playoff final a couple of years ago against Luton, not far off the playoffs last year. Is this the year you're finally going to get back to the Premier League? Yeah,
this is top 2 automatic promotion season.
Yeah?
I think as well. I mean, let's see. But yeah, I think obviously it was heartbreaking to be at both of those, Wembley, you know, the playoff final and the Man United semi-final, which is probably the craziest live game of football I've ever been to. But there's definitely a good feeling around the club at the moment. We were talking about Mark Robbins,
what a manager.
Yeah, like I was in the season ticket video, they had a few fans, so I got to meet Mark and chat to him, and even Doug. And, you know, yesterday Doug's, that's our owner, Doug King, has published a letter to the Coventry fans. And I just think after all of what we went through with the previous owners, it feels like a really good time. And winning's not everything. It is very important. But
Well, I was going to say, actually, sorry, Alex, as a writer, I mean, the Coventry story is amazing, isn't it, of those clubs that have sort of been right towards the abyss and come all the way back up again. I mean, one day might be worth
that could be my next play.
I was going to say, I mean, we could co-write it. You do the bulk of the work, but, you know, I've given you the idea. But it isn't a sort of amazing story, isn't it, the way that the club are coming back?
It definitely is. I think it is a really nice story for modern football as well, because we don't have loads of money. We've had the same manager for years, you know, generating that togetherness within the club. And, you know, we didn't have a ground for so long. We didn't even have sky blue seats in the CBS when it was the Rico. So to kind of go from that to going to 2 Wembley days in 2 years is a bit surreal. So as heartbreaking as it was to not win those games, I think it goes back to football providing a sense of community and belonging. And there definitely is that feeling amongst Coventry fans, you know, through the good and the bad, I would say.
And there's a dance routine in the play,
yes,
right?
there is.
Can we see it?
I don't think so. I'm retired from acting.
Okay, well,
you come
when
and
we
see
come off
Nikita
air,
do it. Yeah, it's Gina G. Do you know? Yeah,
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Don't mind that at all.
It was the
Don't mind that at all.
Eurovision entry.
I love it.
So I had to
love
get that in.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So just finally, can you tell our viewers
Yes.
where they can go to watch your play?
So it's the King's Head Theatre in Islington near Angel, and the show is on currently. So press night tomorrow, and it's running until the 10th of August.
Oh, OK.
Thank you very much indeed for coming
Press
and see
night
us.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're free.
And just to be clear, I don't need free tickets. I'll happily come and pay for it. It sounds wonderful. But thank you very much.
Thanks,
and good luck to
Helen. Lovely to
Coventry, of
meet
course,
you.
for the new season.
Good luck.